morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. I haven't picked up my camera all week because I literally have not done anything all week. I've stayed at home besides like one day where my mom and I went to Target. That's about it. And besides that, I've kind of just been at home chilling, doing my thing. But it's Saturday, it's the weekend, and I kind of wanted to make some pancakes. But yeah, so I'm gonna go make some pancakes. And I don't know what else I'm doing today. I think I have to help my mom with a couple things today. But besides that, I think I'm literally not doing anything else today. Oh, I have to edit. That's what I gotta do. I gotta edit. So I decided, if it'll focus, I decided to follow this recipe from, what site is this? Christine's Kitchen blog. And it's pretty good, so I'm just following this recipe. See what happens. So, I made a lot of pancakes. Like, you guys probably already saw, obviously, but like, I made a lot, but not gonna lie, they are really, really good. And my mom, growing up, she used to always make this like blueberry, it's basically just like a blueberry mush, honestly. I don't know what else you would call it. Basically all it is. It's literally just frozen blueberries, and regular blueberries, and just kind of like pulverized together to make like this mush. It tastes so good. So my mom and I are gonna make ourselves some pretty pancakes, and I don't know what I'm gonna top mine with. I know definitely, because we have raspberries too. Definitely gonna put raspberries on it and that blueberry stuff. And since literally there's nothing sweet in this entire thing, I might, ooh, maybe I should melt some chocolate and put chocolate on it. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna eat all of this. I don't know why I made 3. That actually looks really good.
Yeah.
And the chocolate, you should add chocolate too. It's actually really good. Like a little bit of it. Because there's no sweet in this, like at all. So the chocolate, like a drizzle of it.
Yes, that's a little kick. The sweetness more.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. I'm surprised. My eyes are really blue today. They look really blue. They look like teal almost. Like where my green and blue actually mixed for once. Honestly, those pancakes came out a lot better than I thought they would. I've never tried this recipe. I literally found it at like 2 a.m. last night when I was like going to sleep. I was like, oh, I should make pancakes in the morning. So then I found that recipe. Ooh, can I put my camera tripod in here? Ooh, I can. And so I decided to make those and make some for my mom and my grandparents and yada yada yada. And they came out really good. If you like sweet pancakes, they aren't sweet like at all. There's only, the recipe says like for one like serving batch that they make, I made 2 batches of it. So for one batch, it's like 2 tablespoons of honey. I put like probably 2.5 tablespoons because I never like scraped like the tablespoon thingy. So there wasn't that much actual sweetness to the pancake. But then since we added like fruit, and the blueberries were surprisingly really sweet, but the raspberries were sour, so it kind of balanced each other out. And if you add a little bit of chocolate, so good. I only put 3 pancakes on the stack for it to look pretty. I literally barely ate even half of that because those things are filling because they're super like fluffy. But I'm just gonna sit here, watch YouTube for like half an hour or something, and then I'll start doing all the things I actually need to do. So I just made myself some coffee because we all know I have an obsession with coffee, and this coffee is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I've had it a couple times. But I came into my other room, which is basically like my office, because my stream setup is right there, and then over here I kind of do all my like emails and schoolwork and all the fun boring stuff, you know, and you know, make my schedule, stuff I have to do, all that fun stuff. So I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit and go through my emails, respond to people I need to respond to, do a little bit of research on a couple things I still need to do research on, and just kind of catch up on a couple things. Oh, and I said I didn't really do anything this week, which I didn't, but I said I went to Target with my mom. So when I went there by myself like 2 weeks ago, I saw this really cute like Christmas penguin decoration that is like kind of like an outside decor thing, and I wasn't gonna, you know, get it. I just found it really cute. So when my mom and I went, I showed her, I was like, hey mom, look at this, like look at how cute this penguin is, not thinking anything of it, thinking she was just gonna be like, oh my god, it's so cute, blah blah blah, and then that's it, we go. She sees it and she goes, we need to buy it right now, we cannot leave it in the store. So we bought it. And it's sitting right here. We literally bought a 2-foot penguin decoration that I don't know where we're gonna put because if we put this guy outside our front, like in our front yard, thing is, we don't put decorations on the outside of our house anymore, so this would be the only thing sitting outside. But it does say you could use it indoor too, so I might honestly just like put it in the background of like my room, like somewhere in here, somewhere in the other room, just why not? Or I'll put him next to the Christmas tree. But yeah, my mom decided to buy it. And another little update thingy, Chicago decided to go under lockdown again. So that was fun. So none of us are allowed to do anything. We're not allowed to, like, we're allowed to go outside, but only for necessities, yada yada yada. Same thing as it was before, which kind of sucks because I'd have to stay in my house now. I'm kind of stuck in here. So there's gonna be a lot of home vlogs and kind of little mini updates like this, where if I don't really do anything during the week, what I'll probably end up doing is just sitting down literally right here, kind of do like a weekly checkup situation, where I just kind of sit here, tell you guys what's been going on, what's been going through my head, that kind of stuff. And the only thing that I can think of that's going through my head right now is like school stuff and travel plans, because I'm probably starting school again in January and or February. Don't know exactly which month yet, but sometime in the beginning of next year. So there's that. And then I'm also taking online classes for Korean, and if any of you didn't know, I've literally been studying Korean. I started studying when I was a freshman, so a little bit over 4 years ago, I started studying Korean, and then I kind of took like a year or two off, and then I started studying again my senior year, and now I'm taking classes for it because I really want to travel to Korea one day. Because I don't know why, I just, ever since freshman year, I've really had a fascination about South Korea and Seoul and everywhere there, because it's so pretty. And I watch so many like foreign YouTubers, not foreign YouTubers, I watch so many YouTubers who live in Korea who are foreigners. So they're like either from here or from Europe or somewhere, but they live in Korea. And I started watching this one YouTuber, and she makes me want to move to Korea so much more than I already have wanted to, or just go to Korea in general so much more than I have wanted to. And my plan is hopefully all this annoying stuff is over by then, but towards the end of next year, I am hoping, I'm praying to God that this will all be over, so that towards the end of next year, I will be able, I was planning to travel to Korea for maybe like a month or two, just to kind of, you know, chill there, feel out the culture, see how I like Seoul, how like just feel out everything. And I've always wanted to travel there, so you know. And at one point I always thought that maybe I want to live there at some point, but obviously I've never been there, so I can't say for sure if I want to live there. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what I have been thinking about for quite a while now. So eventually I will probably, hopefully if everything blows over, I will travel to Korea next year, which will be really fun and exciting because I have never been outside the country. So that'll be a new experience for me, and it's also a 15-hour time difference. Korea is 15 hours ahead of Chicago, so that's fun too. But I already have a couple Korean friends who like live in Korea, so I can go and visit them. I can go hang out with them for a little bit, just, you know. And plus Korea is like so pretty, and just I'm gonna stop rambling about Korea, because if you let me keep going, I will go for hours and hours about how badly I want to go. So I'm just gonna stop right there. But that's all I think I had to talk about any updates I have. But yes, I'm gonna sit here and go through emails and respond to people. And then I also have to edit, but I edit on my other computer because it's just easier. So I'm just gonna stop rambling and do my thing. Okay, so I have makeup on now. I changed and everything because my mom and I just got back from going to the library, and then we had to go to the grocery store. And so Chicago, I told you guys, Chicago's back on lockdown and everything. There were so many people at the grocery store. Like, there were the same amount of people on a Saturday, like noontime, in that grocery store as there would be like when all this wasn't going on. Like, there were so many people, and I was just kind of walking around like, okay, cool. But yes, my mom and I went to the library, and so I don't like reading. I really don't, but I want to get back into it because I used to, when I find a good book that I like, I tend to reread it, and if I have time I will genuinely actually like reading it, and I want to find a book like that again. And so my mom is literally like, she goes through like so many books. Like, she literally got 7 books today from the library. So yeah, she reads like all the time, any free time she gets. And I think reading is like a really nice pastime, just to kind of relax and like do all that stuff. So I wanted to get a book from there, and I wasn't planning on getting one, but then I saw this one. It's called 7 Years of Darkness. It is by a South Korean author. Her name is Yoo Jung, or Jung Yoo Jung, and that's her name right there. And she apparently is like a very popular South Korean author of psychological thrillers. Anyone who knows me knows that I love myself some psychological thrillers and psychological horror. And when I read the back of this book, it seemed very interesting. It's basically a murder mystery. That's all it is. And it seemed really, really cool. And this is only, I think, like her second English translated book. So I thought I'd give this a shot. Gonna put this next to my bed so that I will actually probably, hopefully, read it before going to bed. Even though probably shouldn't read horror thrillers before you go to sleep, but then again, I'm me. I literally play horror games for like 4 hours straight, and then I'll literally fall asleep. So yeah, that's what I got. And then yeah, we just have food. There's nothing really else that's going on. I have to go edit again. I barely got any editing done because literally within like 10 minutes of me starting my editing, my mom came down and she was like, do you want to go to the library? Do you want to go to the store? And I'm like, okay. So I went. And it's cold. I probably should have dressed warmer. This is literally the only jacket I was wearing. It's like 41 outside, I think, but it's okay. Oh yeah, also I was gonna ask you guys, so I painted half of this wall. If you guys remember, I painted that like right before I left for Florida, but I painted this half white after I came back because I don't know, I kind of like the look of having my makeup table here and then a white wall behind me, but then my pink, purple gray wall right there. Kind of want to paint something on that wall. So if you guys have any ideas for something I should paint on it, let me know, because I kind of, see, I would do like an entire galaxy theme thingy on there, but I'm not the best at even making galaxies on like one of those guys, because that one's a galaxy. It's like a little thingy galaxy like going across there, and that's just a water, no, not water. That's like one of like the flip over cup pour thingies. That's what that one is. So yeah, but let me know what I should paint on there, because part of me kind of wants to do something and then just put like a white line or like a black line separating the two walls, because then it's like, that's my bed, that's where I sleep, and then this is where I do my makeup and I get ready. Like almost 2 different rooms, you know what I mean. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any ideas. But I'm gonna go edit and stop talking because I actually have to finish editing. Well, I don't have to finish, but I should